everyone, it's Lydia and I have a DT project share for my paper passion. I will add all of the links down below to Natalia's exhibit shop. She is YouTube Panchito 3948 and her exhibit is Natalia 3948. There is a coupon code that expires September 16th. Coupon code is September. I will add it down in the description so you can find all of the laces that I use throughout my scrapbook in her shop except for the seam binding. So all of the other laces and trims are from Nat's shop, and I altered a binder that I purchased at the thrift store, and it was a Martha Stewart home office brand. I think I paid 75 cents for it. And I created a scrapbook for P, who is Whimsical Endeavors here on YouTube. I hope she likes it. And it's a big book, so it's going to be hard for me to show it, and I'm going to go quickly. So if there's anything, any stamps or die cut pieces that you see and you want to know what they are, just post a comment down below. The scrapbook measures 9.5 by 7.5. Yeah, it's a big one. It's going to be hard to show it. I use some paper bag doilies throughout, paper bag lady 1 doilies throughout, and some doilies that Zio sent me, Zio Pre-K. Thanks, Zio. A couple of Prima flowers, and I'll just point everything out as I go along. And then, of course, Natalia's very popular daisy mesh trim that I love. That's what I have left. I'm gonna have to buy some soon. So I used, the papers are Kirby Teesdale, and I used the 12 by 12 papers, and I also used the smaller stack, which is what, 4.5 by 6.5 for like my tags and such. So let me get that out of the way and try to show you my book. So I'm not crazy about the cover, but it is what it is. It's okay. I don't love it, but it's pretty. And what I did was I took a sheet of the paper. I love this paper with the vines and the flowers. And I wrapped it around the binder. I wanted to show this piece here, and I wanted to capture the dress form. So the paper stopped here, the 12 by 12, and then I finished it off with the script print that's green with white lettering. So that's the back, and then on the bind here, the, what is this called, the spine, I have one of these beautiful butterflies from Natalia's shop, and the colors match perfectly with this paper collection. And then I added some seam binding. I have used a brad here, and it's the large We Are Memory Keepers in a pretty sagey green. And then I tied off some seam binding that Karen sent me, and then I have a Tim Holtz clasp, and I added a Tim Holtz pearl. This is a little acrylic button. It's flower shaped. This pretty crystal bead, and of course a butterfly because P loves butterflies. And then this gorgeous heart is from Natalia's shop. So I finished it off with this puffy heart charm. So that's really pretty. So then up here I have some of this gorgeous trim with the tulle on here. This is from Nat's shop. And then I have this eyelet trim here. And these are great for making flowers also. And then here I added an applique, and then I have those pretty little daisy bling trim, and I just added tiny pearls in the centers. And this is a Prima flower, and then I tucked some Calypso flowers in the background for a pop of green. And then I have some skeleton leaves here. And then down here, these are Heidi swap letters, and you rub on like your inks, or you can shimmer mist them or whatever. I added some spun sugar distress ink, and then this little polka dots come out. Isn't that pretty? So P, and she loves butterflies. This huge one is a Recollections. I think Letty sent that to me. And then I have some burlap leaves, a doily that Zio sent me. Laura, the Robin Laura, sent me this pretty bloomer. And then I finished the bloomer off with a pretty center that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. I distressed all of my inks in Vintage Photo. My pages, I should say. This is going to be a very long video. So here's the inside of the binder, and you can see the spine here. It has the rings, 3 rings, and all you need is a hole punch and some paper, and you can make yourself a scrapbook. This envelope I received from Carmen. Thank you, Carmen. And then inside it added one of the smaller papers. And then I used this pretty postage stamp that has a butterfly. Lots of butterflies in here because P loves butterflies. And then I have some tags here that I created with using some dies. There's some seam binding, some inking, and a stamp. That one is a glitz stamp. Here's another die I used to create this tag, and I added a paper flower and a pink brad and a chandelier. And then I just have this loose leaf here that she can add in her scrapbook somewhere or use it on another project. And I'm going to go quick, ladies. I have a lot of pages. So this one says journal, which I was thinking of using for my cover, but it was too busy. Love the corset. I added the doily that Zio sent me and another little mesh bling piece here for the center. And this gorgeous trim is from Nat's shop. Goes perfect with this paper collection. More pretty papers. You can see the lace peeking out on this side. And then this page, I fashioned it into a pocket, and I added a calypso flower and stamped the word beautiful. So that goes in there, and the flower kind of catches that. I used a circle punch to create that little hole there. And then here I added some of Natalia's gorgeous wide lace trim, which is perfect to create pockets on your journals and minis. And then I have some flowers here from my stash. And then on the inside I have another tag, and I used a stamp on there and some seam binding. And then this is the smaller sheet. That's a Martha Stewart little tag piece, and I stamped "and the story begins," and that's a little prima butterfly. So she can journal in there. Love this page, so pretty. I didn't do anything to it. More paper, and then this is a card that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I showed it in my rack video. I mean my haul video. And then I have another stamp here, another paper flower, and some more bling. Fabrique cards, that's what those were called. Here's the chair prints, and I have these pretty paper flowers that Carmen sent me in a rack, and I added a brad, and then I have some more beautiful lace from Nat's shop. I just edged it on there. Here's a pocket page. This came in a kit, and I received it in a rack, and it came like this with the seam binding and a stick pin and the stamp, which I thought was really cute, so she can use that. And then I have another tag here, some yellow seam binding, and I stamped, of course, another butterfly. More pretty paper. Here's a doily, paper square doily that I received from Karen Brake. Thank you, Karen. I love these. I think this is my last one, and I did add a little piece of cardstock to make it sturdier. And then I added this flower that I had in my stash, and then another piece from the collection, from the smaller papers, and I stamped "Remember This." And my next page is the other side of the doily, and I have another paper for journaling, and I stamped journal. That's a 7 Gypsy stamp. And more paper. Here's another pocket page. I added that gorgeous tulle pink ribbon from Nat's shop, Martha Stewart butterfly punch out. And then I used one of the smaller papers here, and I stamped the bird cage. I think that's a Prima stamp. I added a teeny tiny heart pearl on there, and then I stamped the best moments, and she can journal in here. And then I punched out from my Tim Holtz dress form die a bunch of dress forms in different print papers so that P can use those. And then here I have another doily that Zio sent me, and that's a recollections piece that I received from Letty. Thanks, Letty. Here I created a side pocket, used my Martha Stewart punch to punch out the edge here, and I distressed it, and then I created this tag. Stamped another butterfly. Here's some beautiful pink crochet trim from Nat's shop, flower, and some more bling. And this, she can move this piece anywhere she wants to and add a photo if she wishes. And then more beautiful papers. Here's another pocket page. It's a little bingo card that says sweet, and then I created another tag here. Calypso flower and brad, and a cute little bird stamp, and then just more paper from the smaller pad so she can journal. And I added some gorgeous trim from Nat's shop on the edge here. My next page, this is a slider and I used the crochet ribbon to create this one. So I just added a bit of glue at the end here, and then the ribbon goes all the way around both sides, and then I created a little fishtail banner here. And then I added this pretty butterfly slider that I received in a rack. And let's see, this is a policy envelope, and I just added paper, stamped it, and added more trims from Nat's shop. And here I have some more crochet and flat back pearls from her store. And then over here with the really wide crochet trim, I just gathered it and added it here and topped it off with a Prima flower. This is a Prima felty piece down here, and I created another pocket. I love this piece. I have a little Julie the Paper Bag Doily, paper flower, and then I created a chipboard piece with my heart punch. Just punched out some lightweight chipboard about 3 times, and then I added the prints from the collection. That turned out really sweet. And then a stamp here that Carmen sent me. Thank you, Carmen. I'm almost finished, ladies. I'm sorry that it's taking so long. And then more paper. And here's my last page. Yay! I have a Maya Road envelope here. And another tag, and I stamped it. Added another piece of doily from that Zio sent me, and a pretty brag in black. So that tucks in there, and she can add stuff in the envelope. And then I finished it off with the little Prima butterfly bling piece. Oh my goodness, that took forever. Sorry, ladies, and that's the back. So that is my DT project share. Thanks for watching, everyone. Post a comment if you wish, and subscribe. Have a fabulous day. Bye.